Well, at half-time, an afternoon of promise by full-time turns into an afternoon of frustration for you and your team.
That's a disappointing result. We've thrown away another 2-goal lead, like we did at Tranmere. So obviously when you go 2-0 up and then 3-2 up, going into the last couple of minutes of the game, you're always going to be disappointed when you don't win it. But there's reasons why we were ahead, there was reasons why we didn't win the game.
First half, I mean, it's about as good as you can ever expect here at Wycombe. 2-0 to the good, you're having lots of space, dictating play.
Yeah, we're complete control of the game. Dealt with Akinfen, we're fine. Did what we wanted to do and what we worked on in terms of possession and areas we could clearly control the game from. 2 really good goals. Could have had more, to be honest. So we go in at half-time and we always knew that we spoke about we wanted to get that 3rd goal and we wanted to push forward for the 3rd. And Marcus has got a great chance to make it 3-0 and the game's over, I would have felt probably at that point. It's a hard way back for them then, because even if they go for it, you think you get another one. And then just at the moment we're conceding really soft goals, and that's the problem. That's the Achilles heel at the moment. We're conceding far too many soft goals.
And you just feel, you mentioned the big chance for Marcus Maddison to make it 3-0. You just feel that if you had more than 10 minutes when they got back 2-1, if you had a bit more time at 2-0, there would have probably been more space, chance and more opportunities to get that killer 3rd.
Yeah, you can say if this, that and but that, but at the end of the day we've conceded 3 goals and a half of football. That's never going to work. Never going to work. And the second half was very disappointing. But as a manager, you find out more about your team when things are going not as nicely as they were in the first half, or things are not going as smoothly as you want them to. When it becomes a tougher game, you then start finding out about whether we can cope with that, and clearly second half, 1 or 2 couldn't.
When it went 2-1, are you looking for your more experienced players then to take hold of the game? Obviously the atmosphere here as well at times can be quite intimidating for players, because at Tranmere obviously 2-0 goes 2-1 very quickly, 2-2, the same happened here.
I said at half-time I made my message, I felt I made my message clear that this is the one team in the league that regardless of what the scoreline is, they're going to keep going and going and going, and they'll always get a chance with Akinfen with the way he plays. First goal, really poor, really soft. 2nd goal, awful. 3rd goal, awful.
Yeah, the first, it almost took some of the home fans by surprise. It looked like there was a chance to save it, but you've got 3 defenders around Akinfen where it just heads it into the goal. Well,
no, the issue, 2 things. One, I didn't think we started high enough, so obviously it means that when we do drop, he's closer to our goal. It's got to be saved. It's got to be saved. You know, you've got to expect Akinfen was going to win 90% of his headers. You can put 5 players around him. He's the strongest player in football, the guy. He's very good at what he does. It was all about first contact, second balls. We've got to anticipate that, you know, I think we should do better with that. 2nd goal, the crosses come in, we should defend it with a left foot as opposed. So at the moment that's causing us a problem, the amount of goals we're shipping, and also the so soft. And then we go back to 3-2. And then at that point they get a man sent off with an awful tackle, and then you just see it out. But we kept playing offside, we kept giving the ball away. So we can have no complaints in the sense that we caused our own problems. We've conceded another 3 goals. I have to address that when we go back in on Monday. I have to start addressing that in games. So hopefully I can do that, but certainly we needed to manage the game a lot better than what we did.
You mentioned the first has to be saved. Are you in a position where you're thinking about making a decision, or might be forced to make a decision about who you play in goal?
The simple thing for a manager is that you're paid to make decisions, and regardless of whether you bring in a player in the summer, whether you bring in a player for a huge amount of money, at the end of the day people have got to do their jobs. And I'm not saying Christie's not, but clearly my job's to make sure that people consistently are playing well. Otherwise there's others that can come into the team. So goalkeepers are no different. That's not me saying that he's going to be left out, because he's not. So, but clearly we have to be more consistent in everything we're doing at the moment. And the clear Achilles heel for us at the moment is we're conceding too many goals, and they're all individual. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are individual errors. The penalty, it is a clear penalty. It's poor defending.
And I think it was Butler who gave it away. So was that maybe a case of he'd only been on a couple of minutes, just hadn't got to grips with the game?
I don't know. It's just a soft penalty. I think the clearance should have been better, but we've got to manage the game better. So it's a really disappointing result. You know, we knew it would be a really tough game, but we also felt that it would be a really good win for us if we came in and win. And with the players I've got, in terms of the position we were in, we should be winning that game.
And there was a chance late on as well. The goalmouth scrambled at 3-3, but as you said, it shouldn't have got to that position where you're scrapping for a 7th goal in the game.
No, it was a hell of a scramble, and I'd have to see it back. They've chucked bodies in front of us and blocked us. And look, it doesn't take a genius to work out that we need to stop conceding these goals. We went through a period in the season, and we're only obviously, you know, 11 games in, so we're not even at the quarter stage, just around it, where we had 4 clean sheets and we looked very good defensively as a team. Now all of a sudden we're not, but we're still scoring goals, so it's clear where things have to improve.
What's changed in that sense defensively?
Well,
because you've not changed the personnel
No,
necessarily.
we're giving away poor individual goals. There's the individual. Generally, a lot of you find that most goals are pretty much through individual errors, and that's what's happening at the moment. You know, we look at last week, the 2 goals, both avoidable. The 3 goals today, all avoidable. So it's something clear we have to work on. We have to make sure that then we need to keep scoring goals, because the way the season plateaus out, it would be an incredible achievement if we keep scoring the amount of goals we are. You would have to almost think that there has to be a point where we don't score as many goals as we are, because it puts some pressure on us to be having to score 3 goals to win a game of football. So I need to make sure that we get back to work in terms of stopping conceding goals.
Of course, you look back at these teams who've got promoted, the likes of Wigan, they've generally not conceded that many goals, fewer than 1 a game. And I suppose the most frustrating thing for you as you travel back, the players have just been walking around now in empty Adams Park, and almost with the attitude that they've lost a game, because it will feel like that. The opportunity was there, wasn't it? Wycombe up in second, the chance to get within touching distance of them with a game in hand. It would have been a big 3 points.
Yeah, the Tranmere game was slightly different in the sense that we lost a 2-goal lead, but the way the game was going and the way with 20 minutes to go, I think I said after the game we've probably done well not to lose that. Today it feels like a defeat. There's no other way of explaining that. It feels like a defeat. So as a manager, you really don't want to keep saying the same things, and at the moment, unfortunately, I'm saying the same things to you guys after the game, that we're conceding too many goals, so we need to find a way of stopping it.